Hello everyone, I'm Joe Ray. Welcome to WordPress Week, where we make WordPress easy for designers, developers, and everyone in between. Today, we are going to discuss the basics of installing and setting up your own WordPress website. So let's get to it. When opening your site's admin panel for the first time and then previewing your site, you'll see a single page and possibly a post with "Hello World" on it. This is the default content, and we don't need it. First, go into Pages, mouse over below the name. Some options will become visible, and you'll choose Trash. Now, let's go to Posts, and here we see the Hello World default post. And by following the same procedure as with Pages, you can get rid of it. That's it, clean slate, ready for fresh new posts and pages. You are watching this because you want to know more about WordPress and how it can help you create an online presence or upgrade the one you may currently have. I would be leaving something out if I didn't at least mention other site building options that are out there and why, in my professional opinion, WordPress is hands down the clear winner. With WordPress, there are two options, Wordpress.com and Wordpress.org. Wordpress.org is a self-hosted solution, the one we will focus on, while Wordpress.com is a managed solution. Having these two options alone makes WordPress a much more viable solution than other site builders. But let me explain why. Not to name any specifically, but the major claim in their ads is, it's simple, easy, total control, low fee, and so on. What they neglect to mention is that the fee you pay is for the most basic site, and you must, if you really want it to be easy, use them for domain registration and hosting. On top of that, premium features will most certainly cost you a premium to utilize. There are others, among quite a few in this market, that offer a similar model. Ease of use, no overhead, no tech skills required, etc. But again, you will pay a high premium to use services like this and others. With self-hosted WordPress, it's yours free of charge, except for the domain registration and hosting, of course. But this is also yours, not purchased through a third party. With WordPress.com, the cost for a premium monthly membership is extremely low and includes all the hosting, support, themes galore, and all the plugins you'll ever need, and a great community to turn to with questions. So, if you really want total control over your site and content, a self-managed WordPress site is the way to go. And you are in the right place to learn the skills you'll need to make this a reality. And I assure you, it's not going to take very long. So first of all, once you log into the administrative area of your web host, you'll see the control panel in some variation of what you're seeing right now, and you'll see somewhere where it says Install WordPress. And once you click that button, you'll be taken to another page that explains the installation, what it is, and what you need to do right now, and you just click Get Started or Continue. And once you click the Continue button, you'll be taken to another page where you will select the domain you have registered with that host, or multiple domains. If you want to install it in the root of your domain, you can do that by just dropping down this menu or typing it in and just installing WordPress right in the primary directory of your web host. If you don't want to do that, and you want to install it in a folder or directory, then you just add the directory name in the field next to the domain name field. So you'll see these numbers down at the bottom. That just gives you the option to pay someone to install this for you. I don't think that's necessary. You might want to spend your money and let someone else do it for you, but that's why you're here, because you want to learn to do it yourself. So let's do that. So once you click Next, It will take you to an area that allows you to type in the title, which you can change later, the user admin username, and please don't ever use admin as your username. It's just bad practice. In this case, they're asking you to use your an email address. So do that, and then obviously use your email here, and then some really amazing, incredible, super strong password that no one else can know and that you can remember. It's really important to use strong passwords. And in some cases, it's really required. So keep that in mind. And then once that's done, you're going to click Next or Continue again, which will take you to your WordPress site. And what you see here is the default content of your newly installed WordPress site. Not sure why they use Hello World, but that's from old school computer programming. Now, once you're here, you want to get into the back end of your website, also called the dashboard, the administrative dashboard. And you'll be provided a link to that as well. But if for some reason you don't have it, you can always get to the administrative dashboard of your website by typing wp-admin after your domain name. And that will bring you to a redirect, and it says WP login, PHP, and then you use the username you created, and I'll use this one that I created previously, and then you type in a password. And you can click Remember Me if you like, and log in. And now you are in the administrative dashboard of your WordPress site. So, the WordPress admin dashboard is the control panel for your website where you create and manage content, add functionality in the form of plugins, change theme styles, and much more. And again, this is accessible from yourdomainname.com/WP-admin using the credentials that you created when you installed this website. Now, over here on the left is what you'll use more than the dashboard itself. All the items available here will allow you to create your WordPress website. So let's start with posts, the posts section. And when we click posts, we see the Hello World post, which is the first default post that's installed. And this is really the blog area of the website. WordPress was designed as a blog originally. It's been adapted over time to be used as a content management system and great website development and design tool, which you will learn as you use it. Moving on, we go to the media area, the media library, which is where you will upload your creative content, including images and sounds and in some cases videos. You can always link videos as well. It's empty right now because we haven't done anything with it. We haven't uploaded anything, but basically using the standard computer dialogues, you would select files just like you would in any other application. So moving on from there, we click Pages, and Pages is really the body of the website where you start creating pages for your site, like the About page or Home page or anything you can think of. In here, there's a privacy policy that is installed by default, which you can choose to use or not use. And this is where you build out your site's pages and ultimately build out the site. The next section is the comments section, which again, we don't see anything in here. Comments is where you'll see user comments if you allow them in your posts. The next section is the appearance section, where you'll control the layout, look, and basic functionality of your site. After that, plugins. And plugins is where you'll add modules for advanced functionality. In here are the default plugins, some of which you'll use, some of which you'll simply delete. Moving on from there, next is the users area, where you'll add users yourself, or if you allow visitors to register, they will also be in here. The tools section, basically used for importing and exporting data. If you were, say, to create another WordPress site, another install on a different server, or you needed to move hosting for some reason, you could export all your data from here, including the databases, and reinstall them fairly simply on the new host without having to recreate an entire website. WordPress is a lot different in that respect than the old way of doing things with HTML. You could basically zip up the entire site and move it. Because WordPress is a database-driven technology, there are some other steps that you have to go through to move it to another hosting service. The settings area, where you'll set configurations for specific aspects of your site's administrative features, as well as outward-facing features of your website. And so that's the basic overview. And I appreciate you taking the time to join me here today and take a look. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you had fun and learned something today. Next time, we'll be taking a look at installing basic plugins and how they turn your blog into a real website. WordPress Week is produced by Framework Television, where you can earn your first technical certification for free at frameworktv.com. I'm Joe Ray. See you next time.